All right, let's go. On the last episode of Cardboard of the Rings, we were talking about our top 4 and bottom 3 of the Harad cycle player cards. And Chris said Fastred was in his top 4. So I haven't played Fastred very much. I understand the value of him. 1 willpower, 2 attack, 3 defense, 3 hit points. And it says, response, after Fastred defends an enemy attack, return it to the staging area to reduce your threat by 2. And of course that works really well with Dunhir from the core set. 1-2-1-4, again, Rohan Warrior. Dunhir can target enemies in the staging area when he attacks alone. When doing so, he gets +1 attack. So this happens during the normal combat phase. And I don't know if it's Dunhir or Dunhir, but I'm going to say Dunhir. The other hero, this is what was known as the classic Fastred build, is Tactics Eowyn. She's going to give me access to tactics, so I can get weapons on Dunhir and some more protection on Fastred to help him defend. She's going to quest for 4, set up, reduce your threat by 3, and then I can raise my threat by 3 to ready her. She gets +9 attack to the end of the phase, and she quests for 4, which is the big part. So this is a very typical Lord of the Rings build. I'm hoping this is a very typical game. I'm not going for anything crazy here, no special achievements I'm trying to do. I got a quester, I got a defender, I got an attacker. I'm going to be playing with the 1 ring. So Artifact Ring Master. Restricted, immune to non-master card effects. Setup, so I'm going to pull it out of the deck right here at setup. Attach to a hero you control, and then search your deck for a master card. Add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Your threat elimination is reduced by 5. So if I hit 45, I lose. And if the hero that controls this card leaves play, I lose. And that's going to go on Fastred. And then the master card I'm pulling out of my deck is Inner Strength, a 1-cost Spirit attachment. Attached to the hero with the 1 ring. Attached hero gets +1 defense. So now Fastred's going to be a 4 defense. And I can exhaust the ring, raise my threat by 1 to cancel a shadow effect just triggered during an attack. The attached hero is defending. So this is going to go into my hand. I'm going to be playing Escape from Umbar. Chris had also said, it's a fun quest to play with this deck. So the first quest card, side 1A, says, add Seize Them to the staging area. Then each player adds 1 different location to the staging area and puts 1 copy of Umbar Sentry into play. Engaged with them, shuffle the encounter deck. This is a fun quest to play with a deck like this because some of these enemies have when engaged effects. And if I can keep my threat low, I might not have to engage the worst ones. I can just kill them in the staging area. And if I can handle the when engaged effect, I'll engage them, defend with Fastred, drop my threat by 2, and then kill with Dunhir. Okay, side 1B. I have to put 15 progress. I cannot place more than 15 progress. And then while I'm engaged with an enemy, we can't advance the stage. So I'm going to put that right here. Seize Them is an objective that stays in the staging area. After an enemy attacks and destroys a character, remove X progress from the quest, where X is the attacking enemy's threat. And this is the big one. You can lose on turn 1. At the end of the round, if the main quest has been in play for the entire round, and there is no progress tokens on it, the players lose the game. So I have to place progress on this first quest phase. So that's why I have picked Port of Harad. X is the number of engaged enemies, so it's just a 1 threat location. So I wanted the least amount of threat possible. Okay, and with that, we're going to get going. I have set my threat at 23, and we're going to start the game. All right, give this 1 more little shuffle. Draw my opening hand of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got a Steward of Orthanc. Golden Belt, that's going to let me have an additional restricted attachment. Ooh, with my Honor Guard, that's the only way I can heal, in quotes. Okay, Foe Hammer. Spear of the Mark. Great, okay. Definitely keeping this hand. I really wanted a weapon. Now what I don't have is a way to add any quest power at the moment. Because 3, but he costs 1. So Eowyn's going to be my only questing. So I could lose on turn 1 here. Inner Strength comes into my hand. We're going to start the round. I'm going to draw 1 more card. Unexpected Courage. Resource. All right. So, I'm going to play Inner Strength. And I'm going to play Spear of the Mark. That's going to leave me a spirit resource. 0, 0. Alrighty. Like I said, this is it. I could lose right here. So questing with Eowyn for 4. I could add one more, but I'd like to kill this guy because of the archery. So here we go. Hopefully I don't reveal 3 threat. I need 2. When revealed, each player must choose... focus. There we go. Each player must choose either raise your threat by 1 for each character you control or discard a character you control. Fine. That's great. I am perfectly okay with that. I'm just going to raise my threat by 3. That's another reason Fastred's pretty good. I mean, raising your threat when he's constantly lowering your threat is great. 1 against my... Oops, I forgot to move this. So 1 against my 4 means I make 3 progress. So that's good. That is good. I took a big risk there. This deck has Sylvan Refugees, and that could have helped me get my threat. It could have helped me with my questing. Alrighty, I will travel here, so put X damage among characters in play to travel here. So I'll put 1 on Eowyn. Alright, he's going to attack for 2. He has archery, and he says when he attacks, either remove 1 progress token or he gets +2. I'm going to take the +2. Archery triggers, so I'm going to put a damage on doing here. So he's going to attack for 4. Fastred is going to defend for 4. The shadow is nothing. So I didn't take any damage. I'm going to trigger Fastred's response and drop myself back down to 24. Sending him to the staging area. And then Dunhir will attack for 2 + 1. Spear of the Mark gives him 2 more. He attacks for 5 and kills this guy. And that is how the deck works right there. That is the main combo we're going for here. Alright, after I kill that enemy, I'm going to exhaust a weapon I control, Spear of the Mark, to Foe Hammer. Draw 3 cards. Oh good, I got some questing power. I got another weapon, and I got Pippin, +2 attack while attacking the enemy with an engagement cost higher than my threat. And then after I engage an enemy with an engagement cost higher than my threat, ready Pippin. He's a 1-of in this deck, and he's going to work really well. I should also say this deck, it was made by C-Stan. I added a couple cards that came out after he built the deck, but I'm going to just put the link to Chris's deck in the description because it was his. I just did very little. All right. Added my resources and another weapon. Okay, definitely got my weapons, so we're good to go. Alrighty. So the only thing I don't have is another defensive card. So I have 3 spirit resources. I'd like to get more questing in, so I'm going to put in this Ether Swordsman. That's going to get me some more questing. I'm tempted to hold off on playing another weapon because I would like to get this Honor Guard in play so I can start canceling damage because there's a lot of archery in this quest. I can't afford Unexpected Courage, so I think that's it for right now. I think I'm going to hold off. We're currently questing against none. Alright, so I'm going to quest for 4, 5, 6. I'm up against 0, 6, 0. And I reveal... Oh, great. Okay, a 0 threat location. How often does that happen? 4 progress will go here. 2 more will go here. That was an easy turn. I'm up to 5. Definitely travel there. We just advanced the round, guys. Nothing else to do. Resource, resource, resource. Threat to 26. And I draw... this is a card I added. It's a 1-of. Doomed 2. Each player may ready a character he controls. Panic button card. Hopefully I never have to play this. It's just in case I needed an extra ready. I figured I could handle the Doomed. Okay. So I have 2 tactics resources and 3 spirit. So I think the 2 tactics resources are going to pay for the Honor Guard. Now I can start canceling some archery. And then the 3 spirit resources are going to play for the Steward of Orthanc. I love this card. 2 hit points, quests for 2. And then when you play an event, you can give it Doomed 1 and draw a card. But you only can do that once a round, no matter how many stewards you have in play. Alright, I definitely have some questing power now. I have no resources. And I'm going to quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 against 0. Another treachery. I got, raise my threat by 1 for each character I control, or discard a character I control. I'd have to raise my threat to 32. Discard a character I control. Now you guys don't know this because of editing, but my daughter has came down here and asked me questions 3 times since I've started this video already, and every time I gotta kind of reassess what I just did. I don't think I set my... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This makes it a little difficult sometimes to keep track of what I'm doing, and that's how mistakes get made. Raise my threat by 6? Yeah, what the heck. Oops. What the heck. We'll go to 32. If I get an enemy, I can drop it back down. Okay, so 8 against 0. So 4 goes here, 4 more goes here to 9. Pretty boring game so far, Chad says, as he reveals Southern Champion as his next quest card. Nothing else is happening. 33. Resource, resource, resource. Arwen, nice. Okay, she's coming into play. I do have a tactics resource to spend, so I think I will. I'm going to put Spear of the Mark. So he's dual spearing. I did that wrong. I spent the wrong resources. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. So when he attacks into the staging area, he can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty good. These are the rest of my cards. Alright. So, questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 against 0. Hey, an enemy that surges. Okay. Into Nowhere to Hide. The first player, that's me, discards cards on the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded and puts that enemy into play engaged with him. You know, I thought to myself, maybe I should play that Unexpected Courage instead of Arwen. What's the odds of me having to deal with 2 enemies this round? Well, apparently 100%. 100% odds. That's okay. So he has no when engaged effect. I quested against 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 progress means I make my 15, because that's the most I'm allowed to go to. But I'm engaged of an enemy, so I don't advance. And this guy is going to engage me as well. I got archery 2, so I'm going to exhaust the honor guard and take a damage on the honor guard. Arwen's always going to boost Fastred, of course. Okay. So, I'll let this guy attack for 4. Fastred will defend. 4 against 5 defense. Yay! Alright, I'm glad to see that go away. I take no damage. I will trigger his response and send him back. That's going to bring me back down to 31. And look what card I'm going to play. Like I said, panic button. Doom 2, ready a character I control. So I'm going to raise my threat right back up to 33. Okay, I'm up to 33. He's ready. Shadow. Until the end of the round, defending character cannot ready. Well, that's not good. So I'm going to trigger the 1 ring, raise my threat up to 34. And so now I'm ready at the end of the round here. So I defended for 5 against 4. So no problem there. Alright. Doing here will attack into the staging. No. 1, 2. These are +1, right? Yeah. So he can kill that guy. So I think I will. I'll kill the one engaged with me. because I don't have any other way. I could have drawn a card when I played, but I'm at 34. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'll do that and draw 3 cards with Foe Hammer. Alright, choose a character you control, +3 attack if attacking an enemy with a higher engagement cost, another Honor Guard, and another Unexpected Courage. Okay. Alright. Well, since I'm not engaged with an enemy, I advance. Because I'm at 15. So what do I got? End the current phase, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, and starting with the first player, we discard cards until we get an enemy and put that enemy in play engaged with us. And then we need 15 progress tokens, can't have more. And at the beginning of the quest phase, if any player is not engaged with an enemy, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded and add it to the staging area. Alright. So I gotta shuffle. And discard cards till I get an enemy. A lot of locations. Holy cow. There we go. Okay, when he engages me, bad things are going to happen. Either remove 2 progress, I can't, or discard an ally I control. Alright, I will discard... I think I'm going to discard my Steward of Orthanc. Okay, and then we are going to end the round. This game got interesting real quick. Go to 35, 1, 1, 1. Draw a card. Okay. Captain to Gondor, after you optionally engage an enemy, exhaust it to give attached hero +1 attack and defense. Interesting. Alright. Definitely need Unexpected Courage on Fastred. So that's those 2 resources. Now then. I think I'm going to be saving my tactics resources to get another Honor Guard in play. Nothing else I really need to play right now. So let's quest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 1. We reveal Haradrim Estate. While it's in the staging area, we can't place progress there. To travel there, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Harad enemy and put it in play, engage with the first player, then place 1 progress on the main quest. Okay. So that is 4 against my 8. Forgot to reset this. Putting me at 4 progress. That's good. I really don't want another enemy at the moment. So I'm not going to travel there. I have to engage this, so I will. Archery 3. Honor Guard will block 1, take 1, and then... Oops. And then another archery will go here on Arwen. Thank you. Shadow. Shadow. Alright, he's attacking for 4. I will defend with Fastred for 5. No Shadow. And I will kick him back to the staging area, dropping my threat down to 33. And then Fastred will defend again. I'm not going to trigger the thing because it's 4 against 5. No Shadow. So, no damage there. Dune here will attack up into the staging area and kill the archer. And then, unfortunately, I do not have a way to kill this guy unless I trigger Eowyn. But I want to be engaged with an enemy because of the effect here that says I have to discard cards until I get an enemy. So I think I'm going to keep that guy engaged with me. It's not really bad. So we're going to end the round right there. $34, resource. Hey, alright, finally. A way to cancel a treachery. Alright, so I have another unexpected courage. Which would be nice to put on Dune here, but... Nah, I don't know. I'm going to play the second Honor Guard for 2. He's 1 hit point from death. And I think I'm going to keep the resource for the Test of Will. Yeah, we'll call that good at the moment. Keep the resource for a Test of Will. Alright. What are we up against? We're up against 3. And I can quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 against 3. And we reveal... here we go. Either raise your threat by 1 for each character you control or discard a character you control. It's the 3rd time we've gotten that treachery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could raise my threat by 7. Or I just discard my Ether Swordsman. But I'm running out of questing power. Or I cancel it. I guess I just cancel it. Alright, so I will cancel it. So I don't have to do that. And so it was 8 against 3, so I make 5 more progress, putting me at 9. Alright, I think I might travel here. I'm going to search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Harad enemy and put it in play. Engage with me. I want the Surge one. There it is. So I did that. And then it says, then place 1 progress on the main quest. So I will. That puts me up at 10. I need 5 more. I got 2 enemies engaged with me. I'm defending for 5. I'm not going to trigger their effect, so they're going to attack for 4. The shadow is, it makes an additional attack. Well, I don't really want, sorry. That did zoom in, there we go. I don't want to make an additional attack, so I will trigger the 1 ring and inner strength. Cancel that. I'm going to drop my threat by 2 to throw him back into the staging area. And now I'm going to defend this one. I cannot cancel the shadow. Choose a non-unique enemy in the staging area, engage it, and deal it a shadow card. Ah, oh, crap! That sucks. All right, I forgot to talk about the archery. I'm sorry. Both of these guys canceled the 2 archeries. Oh man, that's... If I hadn't sent that one back, I should have remembered there's that shadow that does say that, and it would have been better just to send the second one back. So he's attacking for 4. And I do not have a good way to defend it. I got nothing in here that's going to help me. Alright, God, that's funny. Everyone's exhausted. The honor guards are exhausted because they so I can make it so he just attacks for 2, so I think I will. He attacks for 2. Oh man, what a bummer. Funny though. I mean, it's always funny when something like this happens. So they're attacking for 2. Or he's attacking for 2 because I triggered his response that said remove a progress or +2 attack. So I guess I will trigger Eowyn's response to ready her. And then, to ready her. And then she's going to defend. No shadow. Okay. So then she takes another damage. So she's 1 hit point from death. I can still attack for 1, 2, 3, 4 and kill one of these guys. And that's the end of that round. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. You know, sometimes it really helps to know the quest you're playing against. Like, a shadow that says you have to engage an enemy in the staging area. I had the option of having the second person who attacked me go to the staging area, and I moved the first one up, and that was, of course, Murphy's Law, that was going to be the shadow that got revealed, so that's funny. That is funny. All right, there we go. 1 tactics resource, 3 spirit resources, and I'm at 37. Card I draw. All right. Shield to help me defend. 3 spirit resources, so I think another unexpected courage. I got a tactics resource. I really don't. I think I'll just wait to save it up for Pippin. I don't really need to play any of these cards right now. Alrighty, let's do some questing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you're wondering why I chose Eowyn to defend that last one, she was the one I could lose. I mean, it would hurt to lose her questing power, but I couldn't lose Dun here if a shadow effect killed him. That was pretty much the end of the game, so that was the risk. Alright. I'm questing against 0, and I'm sending 8, and I'm revealing another treachery. Each player exhausts a character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Exhausted characters cannot ready. Okay, no problem. I will exhaust this honor guard. I make 8 progress, so 1 goes there, 7 goes here, putting me at 15. So as long as I kill this guy, or send him back up to the staging area, I win. He has archery 1, so I'll just block it with him. And then I will defend 4 against 5. Until the end of the round, defending character cannot ready. That's fine, I won't ready then. I'm not even exhausted. I will send him back to the staging area, and that right there lets me win because I'm no longer engaged with an enemy. But just for funsies, even though the game is already over, let's kill him. So I got out of Umbar alive. That game was really fun. I liked that it wasn't a cakewalk. At the beginning, I thought this was going to be a very boring video, revealing nothing but locations. But then it had some pretty funny things happen. Of course, that was the shadow I revealed. Of course it was. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed what I am calling a very typical game of Lord of the Rings, with nothing too crazy, just some standard player cards against a quest that's not too crazy on the mechanics. And it's basically my favorite type of game to play. Other cards in the deck, if you don't look it up, we had a way to find weapons, more card draw. There's the easy willpower. Another way to boost my defense, a way to get the more attack on your board if you can't send them to this, if you need to attack something that's engaged with you, because if the enemy is unique, you can't attack it in the staging area, so you're going to need to keep that engaged with you. Yeah, I think all the other cards we've basically seen. Okay, all right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. Take care. Bye-bye.